Hey, Gamma. How you doing? I've been over there watching you and your watermelon, trying it in the same ways that I used to eat it. I can't. I hate watermelon with a passion. Even though I grow 'em, I do not like watermelon. Hey, Joshua. I do not like watermelon. I do not like them in a tree. I do not like them in a house. Let me stop. I don't like them with a mouse. Yeah, I don't like. I don't like watermelon, but back in the days when I used to be eating them, salt is was my go-to thing. Still didn't make it no better. Hey, I'm a whole vibe. How are you all doing tonight? Y'all know it's been a minute since I've been on here and did a live. I think it's been mm, almost 2 weeks. Hey, Enoch. Big E in the building. uh, not a chicken. Enoch all day. What I love them. My favorite fruit. Yeah, I grow them. Hey, sister. Hey, Shalissa. Yeah, I haven't been on here. I think it's been 2 weeks now. A week, something like that. I don't even remember. Y'all know, like when you got a whole lot going on, like the days and the weeks and everything start mixing in together. So I don't even remember when the last time I went live. And I was like, today, I was like, this is a good time. It's a good time to get back into the groove of it. It's good to see you in good spirits. Yeah, I feel pretty good today. Um, you know, hold on 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, all is well. It's just since the last time like I really talked to y'all, y'all know I've been doing like mainly shorts and everything, talking about my experience, and mainly because I know, and I nobody has to tell me that I know it's all right to cry, but sometimes it's like just behind the scenes, like I just want to work through some things. And sorry, y'all, like I'm playing with my hair, and literally when you touch it, it's like breaking, it's coming out. So, um, yeah, I'm pretty much like over that part or whatever. But since the last time I've been on here, there's a lot. There's a lot that has happened. And I haven't been on to talk to y'all. I've been making shorts and everything about what I'm going through, but um, with all of the things that's happening, um, I just didn't want to come on and just be crying about everything. I kind of like wanted to work through that a little bit myself, and but still talk about or say, the things that's been going on. I don't know if all of you all know, it's like I went and did the MRI to compare what my cancer looked like after the first MRI, and when they compared the two to each other, the cancer has spread some, not a lot or whatever, but nobody's looking for it spread. You looking for it to be like shrinking. That's what we all looking for. And so from that point, that was a little knockdown for me. But also, I think it helped before, prior to me getting the news, I was asking God for peace, no matter which way it went. Whether I got good news or I got bad news, just give me the strength to go through it. And I believe that's what I got, because it didn't knock me down too long. It's just I didn't want to talk about it that much in the beginning. So, and I don't know if I've been live to tell you all that I they stopped the first chemo that I was on and they changed that. So I'm on a different chemo that does not do the same things to me as before, where it made me like it took away my voice. Um, Laid in the bed for 4 and 5 days. This chemo that I'm on now is like it's almost like the opposite of the other one. I don't get a lot of sleep, and it's right now it's not like miserable or anything, but like I can be up until 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, girl, when is you gonna go to sleep? But it's like I'm just there and nothing's happening. So that's one thing that's different. Another thing is different, like this chemo bothers with like your nerves, so it's kind of painful to be sitting around just a second, or you walking around and pain shooting you in your leg and stuff like that right there. um Let me see what else is different. Before um And I want y'all to know everything that I'm saying that they came up with. There's a medication for every single thing that's going on, and I'm not I'm not the person that want to take all these different medicines and everything, because you know you take one medicine, it fix one thing and tell two or three other things, and then so forth and so on. And so I got so many different medicines to take care of all of these different things. Another thing is the first chemo that I was on, it was my hair was coming out, but it was coming out very slowly. Um, if y'all follow my shorts or whatever, y'all will know that I combed my hair out one day, and it's basically it looked like little shadows or whatever. And in reality, a lot like here who I'm around is like my family, who I talk to mostly about what I'm going through. Jesus Christ. In this situation, so that I don't end up in this space, I sometimes make jokes about the things that I'm going through. Um, and my family does not receive that very well, and I don't blame them. I'm going through it in my one way. And if you are a person like me, you try to protect your family from feeling the things that you feel. So really, I want to be laughing at this moment because when I when I comb my hair out, the first thing I thought to myself is, and I'm not really even sad right now in this moment. It's just for them. I wish they could laugh along with me through this process. But I'm gonna tell y'all, when I first looked, when I first combed my hair out and I was in here by myself, the first thing I thought about was, girl, you look like Beetlejuice. You look like Beetlejuice. And I can laugh at myself and everything like that. But when I say things, when I say things like that, and my sister Shalissa understands, because it's not the older, it's not the older people that does not receive that well. It's the younger, it's the younger ones. My younger kids don't like to hear me joke about it. You can see them like they want to walk away. Um, I'm saying it's mostly the ones that are like in their 20s and down. It's like it's I guess not. I guess I told you all that I don't get up every day and I don't think about, girl, you got cancer. I just I don't think about that. And so for me, not for me, but for them, cancer means something else to them because it usually it doesn't turn out good. And so and for them it's like something happens with them. I'm very serious and thoughtful of the things that they go through, but it's just like I guess for them seeing me like joke about what's happening in my life right now is not where not what they want, not what they want to see. So hey Korean, um yeah, I look at it and I was like, you know, yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. Like when I comb my hair out to and see it how it had came out and everything. I was just like, Jesus Christ, girl, you looking like Beetlejuice. It's time to cut it. So, for me, it's like that doesn't like I can laugh at that, but it's like when you going through this situation, it affects so many other people in your life, and so trying to find the balance of that. I can't. I can imagine that it's complicated to deal with. It is like it's like you all over the place. 1 minute, sometimes you question is the way you feeling. Is it valid? Should you be laughing at that? Um, should you take this more serious than what you taking it? It'd be 1,000 questions coming at you in a day. And I really appreciate the ones who do leave comments and stuff and tell about your story and whatever, because sometimes people in my comments or in my chats and stuff is answering questions because I've never been through this before. I don't know what I'm doing. um I don't know where I'm going. I'm trusting God with where I'm going, but I don't know. I don't have the answers to anything. Somebody, because somebody has cancer, does not mean they know everything. I'm not trying to go to the internet and keep on reading up about the things that happen, or whatever, because I don't want to be up all night with the thoughts. I want peace, is what I want, in the situation that I'm going through. So yeah, I don't look up those things. So I don't know anything about anything. I'm learning as I go along, and I think I share. Sometimes I think I share too much with y'all, but it is what it is. I said that whatever it is that I'm going through in this process, I'm gonna share it with y'all, and that's exactly what I did. Hey, loving pen, um, a pretty beater. Thank you, sister. It will be okay. You are not alone. We are here on this journey with you. God hasn't left your side, and He loves you because you are His. Thank you, Enoch. We laugh to keep from crying. Absolutely, Gamma. I mean, like, it's so many things that it's so many things that you can just cry about. Um, who and God knows, like I almost feel like maybe as a little child I wasn't allowed to cry because in this moment in my life it's like I'm using the tears up now, you know. I don't know. Um yeah. Try to laugh to keep from crying sometimes. Hey Korean, my best friend going through the same thing. It's Romans 10:9 through 10 for him. Um Still driving this. It's understandable on both sides. Yeah, I try to give it to them. And another thing about it is when the young ones, when I do something or I joke around or whatever about it, God, I can't tell you how it touched my heart. Um, when I joke about something and then I see their face, and it's not, you know, on the short where my daughter was cutting my hair. I told you in the short, you see it, but you see a part of what happened, but to her it was like this is horrific. It's like she made so many different faces. She made so many different faces when she was cutting my hair, but she was like in the back of me, and you couldn't really. I didn't really share with you all like the faces that she was making, but I was having a conversation with her like, um, oh, this ain't nothing. You know, it's just my hair, but um, this is speaking something different to her, but all at the same time, you know. She giving in, you know. I showed y'all one of the faces that she made, but she made many faces, and but she made it through. And I do want to have a conversation with her to see, you know, how did she feel about cutting my hair, because I told y'all in that one is like she was like I asked her, was she I was getting trying to get to what I was going to completely ask her, but she was like, I was like, will you put my hair in plaits? And she was like, yeah, sure. And then I was like, and cut it. And she was like, oh, um, I put it in the plaits. She was like, but I don't know about cutting. She was like, I'm scared to cut a wig or whatever. But like she made so many faces in that it's just like I was like, I'm just like when I edit this, I'm gonna just stick with this one right this one right here. But yeah, she wasn't she it ain't something she wanted to do. So yes, ma'am. I'm still hanging in there. Oh, okay, she talking to Korean. She was, yes. How do you keep the dust of the S? Um, Nobody knows how to take situations. Thanks, Phoenix. How are you? Nobody knows how to take situations we've never been through. I'm right along with you. I ain't never been through this situation before. It's like day by day. I don't know what's coming one day from the other, but I'm still here going. I'm going through it. Different personalities have different coping mechanisms, yes. But my heart go out to them whenever I make a joke or I say something or whatever. And it bothers me that they feel some type of way when I'm going through these things. And so, like, oftentimes when they go through those things, like a tear drop out of my eye, but I don't let them see it. Um, and so now I just like kind of think about what I say to them before I say it, you know. So y'all gotta be my people who I come and dump all of my dump all of my things on because they having too many issues with it. Um, but so many things we can smile and laugh about too. I guess we need a balance of it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, this is 5 years for my niece. She just turned 40. Wow. Tashanna, do exactly what's comfortable. what's comfortable for you. It's like I do whatever is comfortable for me, but it's like sometimes what's comfortable for you it ain't comfortable to the people who you love, and so it's just like, okay, let me switch that up a little bit, you know, because these are yeah, they are young folks. So yeah, my best friend from 6th grade has anal cancer, did radiation, going for his port Monday to take chemo. Wow. Ooh, keep him on the prayer list. Have you tried to maybe sit down and talk with them about the joking being a coping mechanism for you that you may need? Maybe they will then understand. Yeah, no, I haven't. It's been a minute since we did. Well, I could have did it when we went and did the Airbnb a couple of weeks ago. Could have been my opportunity, but wasn't even thinking about any of that stuff because even in the midst of the Airbnb, things are being switched out. I'm having meetings with phone what you call it, conferences over the phone with my doctors and the nurses and everything about uh us proceeding forward even before me knowing that the cancer had spread. Some just a whole lot of stuff was going on then, and usually like I don't like to sit down and like say the same thing 550 times over again. It's kind of like let's plan something together and then we can sit down and talk about it again. So it's just like I haven't had the opportunity like to do that, but some of them watch my videos and stuff like that, so like they get it. It still is, you know, they feel the way they feel about it. It's not like they have no like a super bad reaction, but you can tell like it's like what is it? Like I can say they not comfortable with it. They never say anything. It's just that I can turn around and I can catch like the reaction that's on their face that maybe they didn't even mean for me to say, or if I say something and I know it's funny what I said in any other situation, but they don't laugh about it. They got a serious look on their faces like this ain't nothing to be joking about, you know, that kind of situation. So, but that is a good idea. Um, Thank you, Phoenix. I was over there. I was over there in your chat earlier. You was over there singing. You was over there singing. Let me see what you were singing. I forgot what you was singing over there, Phoenix. But you was over there singing. And then you started singing your own words. But I was over there. I would say sing. I wrote in the chat. I was like, "Sing it, sis." Um, Girl, how about my friend went into the Oracle shopping? You know, so $280 products. A waste of time. You're so strong through this process of your healing. God has you. Yeah, just like everybody sees me in that way, and I wouldn't say that myself is weak, but I listen when I tell you I definitely have my times, and I think in sometimes like I'm so considerate of like the other people, but I feel like I swear if they weren't around, so like I probably would break. I feel like that sometimes. No matter how strong I show up, I have some really weak, really weak moments. I feel like so. Luke 6:21. Blessed are you that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed are ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. Thank you very much. No longer broken. Just to read your name. No longer broken. Y'all know I come from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. And it's like I get through these situations that I feel so broken in. Why I feel so broken. I know I have been broken before. And it's like the moment I feel like I'm no longer in that space. I mean, it's going from one situation to the next situation to the next situation. And it's like every time I get to that moment where I no longer feel broken, the next test, the next test show up. The next test show up not long after that. So it's just like, and then to have a test in the middle of the test that I'm going through, it's like, and I don't know what all of this is about. But every day I just keep getting up, putting one foot in front of the other, and just try and live life. It's like right now it's like I don't really feel sick or any of that, but I also too don't like my legs are still like jelly. I don't know why that part don't go away, but also experiencing the nerve problems. Thank you very much for the flowers and the gifts that you all sent. Um, I haven't been able to go to my garden and stuff. Like I've been to my garden maybe one time in about 2 weeks. But it's a lot of stuff that's so different for me, and then you have to avoid the sun and all of that stuff. And then when the sun ain't shining, it's pouring down raining. So it's like basically I'm just sitting where I'm sitting at and just thinking, you know, and not necessarily about this because still real life. It doesn't matter what I'm going through in my space or in my head, whatever you want to call it. Real life is still happening outside of what I got going. And sometimes I'm thankful for real life still happening because then, like, my mind can go to something else and not focus on all of the stuff um, that I'm going through. So, Denise always went to therapy. She said it is help. It has helped a lot. Yeah, I keep saying that. I have I have been seeing a therapist, but it's not just about me when seeing a therapist. You know, I get some of my stuff off or whatever, but it's like more like for the family and stuff right now. So, um, and I've been saying those of you all been on here before this even came about, before the cancer even came. Um, that was something that I've been saying that I probably need to get myself into and just been thinking and thinking about it. And maybe, I'm gonna get there after all. You're being a mama bear still trying to protect your children. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jeremiah 30:17. Um, Consider, I'm sorry. Why you sorry? Why you sorry, Consider? Welcome in, though. Um, Thank you, Loving Life and Phoenix, for the flowers and the floating heart. Thank you very much. Hey, Sarah Parker, welcome in. Um, there are levels to the attack, but there are angels for each level. Oh my gosh, Enoch, I don't know if you ever heard me talk about it, but I talked to my sister and my family. I talk to different people, and I always say, it's like, but I never, you saying that, I never thought about it for myself in that way with this situation. But I always have told my sisters, like, you go through something, and it's like you go through it, and it's like school. You in the kindergarten when you go through it this time, and then it's like higher levels of things that you go through. And for you to say there are levels to the attack, but there are angels for each level as well to protect you and to bring you peace, but the Holy Spirit will bring comfort. That's exactly what I feel like, but I hadn't applied that to myself. It's like I be saying stuff to other people, and sometimes it click back into me that I'm talking to myself. I need to tell myself that in situations, because just like I walk into this February 14th, something that I'm not looking for nor expecting, not even close to it. And then I turn around just a week ago and find out like it's like the next level of it. So yeah, there are levels to it, and it's just like, um, am I allowed to say I'm tired of climbing these levels and stuff, and it's like I just be getting punched in the gut, this left and right, all of my life. I keep saying to y'all, it's like ever since I've been 5, it's the first thing. 5 is the first time that I can remember going through one of the worst things that happened to me. And it's just been like it's been one thing after another. And it is just like it's escalating. And it's just more and more of it. And it's like, yeah, I think people that are called strong people, you get tired of being strong sometimes. And that's all I'm saying. I get tired sometimes. Um, Are you in any pain? Well, right now I'm not in pain. Usually, when I try to go to sleep at nighttime when I'm laying down, I do have the sharp pains and everything, and it's a side effect from the chemo that I'm taking now. I know I told y'all a while back, and I know Korean, you probably can remember where they had prescribed gabapentin. Everybody who is a cancer patient, I'm thinking that they get it because I got so many people in the comments to say gabapentin. When I've got like 14 different medicines or whatever. But when they gave it to me the first time and they were saying take it 3 times a day, I was like, but I was just saying like the bottom of my foot was hurting or something like that, like my toe or something like that. And they was like, "Oh, I think it's nerve pain." And I was like, "I'm not about to take no medicine for no 3 days." And then it was like it hurt that one day, but then the next day it didn't hurt. And that was with the first. That was with the first chemo. But then with this chemo, I was just riding down the road the day after I received the first one, and just like these shooting pains from my pelvis down my legs was just They was hitting me left and right, like so hard is that like I was like, oh, I was like making noises out loud, and and it just kept getting worse. And so then they was like, "Well, we gonna send you a prescription in for gabapentin." I said, "Well, I already have that." And they was like, "You got the extended relief one." I got so many prescriptions they don't even remember which ones they sent to me. And I was like, "No, I got the same one that you telling me you finna send in now." So I started taking that, but it didn't kick in like the first day. It was like you had to be on it for like a full 24 hours before like it kicked in. So what they prescribed it for before, I know it wasn't that because this time, this kind of pain that I was having was horrible. Um, but it worked. But at nighttime, like, I still get like some pains and stuff like that right there, but nothing that I would actually like complain about. Yeah, you know how you got a pain tolerance and it's like it don't bother you, but you know it's aches. It's like, you know, I hear people say when like you have the flu or something like that, like your body aches. With this chemo, it make my body ache. Anybody else that been through chemo, ever have like body aches and every from this? Yeah. See, I don't even know, and I try not to get too much into the side effects and read them because I told y'all every time I read a side effect or the doctor tell me about a side effect, it's like the side effect is coming for me. Jesus sacrificed for us, so we have to sacrifice for him. Sometimes we have to go through certain things for us to be where we need to be. Yep, I believe that. I can accept that too. Absolutely I can. It's just I feel the way that I feel. Yeah. Just like sometimes I just feel like I was put here to go through because that's what I know in life is I've been going through my whole life, and that's just the truth. I wish it would be different, and I can't say like it don't be like that all the time, but it's like I even stopped saying like for the New Year's. I don't say no more. This gonna be a good year for me. It's documented here on YouTube. Man, I done had the last 3 years have been like hell on wheels for me. And every year I keep saying, this gonna be my year. This gonna be a great year. And it's like the more I say it, it's like it's like the year get worse. every year get worse. And I was like, I ain't gonna say that no more. I ain't gonna say it no more. I'm gonna let the year be what the year gonna be. And then when I went silent, then cancer popped up. Literally right after the new year. So I don't know. Right now, right? No New Year's. Yeah, I don't do that, and I've never really been a person that do that thing where where you do a New Year's resolution. I just don't, cause I don't want to lie to myself or whatever. Cause you don't never know what gonna come or no nothing. It's just like and I don't want to make no plans and say I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, and then I don't do nothing. So it's just like I ain't making no New Year's resolution. I'm just Lord, whatever coming this year, let me be able to handle it and sail right on through. So, but no New Year's resolution. No disrespect. But I'm just sharing with you what God put on my heart. You are the apple of God's eye, and He loves you like He loves the church. Um, Enoch, I don't think I. You done told me some things since you done been here, and I don't. Anything that I can go back and look at, I haven't seen disrespect yet. So, um, and I'm not the kind of person that I want anybody to be on here and agree with everything that I say. Just allow me to be able to, and I'm not even asking for permission. I'm just saying, from one human to another, allow me to feel what I feel and say about it. And we grown folks over here, we can have a conversation about it or whatever. Whatever I'm sharing or whatever, it can be in the worst of places. And it don't mean tomorrow that I'll be in the same place. I can change. It's just like certain things that I'm talking about make me feel some type of way and the tears start to flow. And the next minute I can feel something different. I have not been a person that's been able to like communicate how I feel growing up my whole life. I've always had to keep it to myself and keep it inside. So when I'm when I just want to share about how I feel, whether it's wrong, right, or indifferent, I don't care nothing about nobody telling me, "Girl, you wrong for feeling that way." It still don't change the fact that I feel that way. I'm just being honest and sharing with you all like how I feel because remember, y'all are like my diary on here. It's like I don't got nobody else to talk to about none of the stuff that I'm going through. And I do. I have a lot of people that I can talk to, but a lot of people around me are going through their own things. Hey Jay, going through their own things, and sometimes you just don't want to bother other people in your everyday real life with what it is that you're going through. And that's me. People can call me and talk to me all day long about things that they going through or whatever. Um, and sometimes I just sit and be quiet. I don't share um, the things that I'm going through. I just don't. How you doing, Jay? um, yeah, and I don't. Another thing is I don't mind answering questions or whatever about what it is that I'm going through. Sometimes I don't even know how I don't even know how I feel because I don't try to be into it. It's like when I'm going through certain situations, I try to have conversations with other people about other things, so my mind ain't so focused on the things that I'm going through. So yeah, that's good, Jay. That's good. I'm hang I'm hanging in there too. I'm hanging. A lot of people be like, "Girl, don't." Nobody wouldn't even know that anything going on with you because you always laughing and you always smiling about everything. And I really do. I wish I could stay. What you cooking, Jay? I wish I could stay in that place, you know, all the time. But that's not reality. I wish I could stay there all the time. But I do find moments in the midst of my situation um, where it just ain't that thing. Um, Another thing I'm gonna let y'all in on is I feel like right now my hair is changing so much every single day. Um, I feel like by next week, you see how this look over here on this side. It's like it's balding or whatever. So, and it's like that over here on this side. By next week, I'm taking my time working my way to that point. I got it cut like this to because this is what I was comfortable with right now at this time. But I think by next week, I will have worked up the courage to go ahead and shave it all off. And we'll see. And I just had to stop and pause to see how I feel about saying that out loud. That I'm going to shave it all off. And to be honest with you, it didn't make me feel any kind of way just then. It was just searching myself. So, um, and I probably when I do cut it off, I may not show it to you all right away. I may show it to y'all. I may do it in a short and say, "Hey, I went ahead and did it." Um, no, I don't know. I just try to not say what I'm gonna feel about it because initially, when this first happened, I was like, I don't think it's gonna be anything. Um, I don't think it's gonna be a problem with my hair falling out, and then it turned out to be. I feel some type of way about my hair falling out because it's not it's not my choice that my hair is coming out. It's by my circumstances of what I'm going through. That's got my hair coming out. So, you know, but they say it's gonna grow back. I had to cook. I had to cook some curry chicken with whole wheat pasta. I also have some garlic butter spinach on the side. You know what? I'll say in a heartbeat that I don't eat curry chicken, but I ain't never ate curry chicken a day in my life. And I'll say I don't eat it, but I'll cook it for my kids and stuff like that. But it'd be a lot of stuff that sometimes I just gotta work up the courage to try different stuff, cause I ain't the one that cook the that I'm a very picky eater. And I remember everybody used to say this one of the things that used to be said to me as a little child, and now I don't. It don't even bother me. I laugh at it now, but as a little kid, they used to say, "Well, how you got so fat? How you got so fat and you don't be eating? You so picky about everything." Um, and as a little kid, I didn't think that that really affected me or bothered me until later on in life. It's like, you saying some stuff like that to a little kid or whatever. It's like it do have effects on their life. You just don't really know it as a little kid when it's being said to you. Um, yeah, you figure it out later on in life, and so it's like now I'll be like, yep, I got this being picky. Yeah. So, but let me see what else I gotta say. I think everything about the chemo and what's going on with my hair and all of that stuff, I think I got that all out. But it's been a minute since I came on here and talked to y'all. So um maybe um I shouldn't let it pile up the way that it does. Before I do, but I'll make every excuses like, are you gonna go live? Are you gonna go live? Nope, I'm gonna just make it short. So I can make up 500 excuses as to um not come on. So I'm glad I came and just, got it off and, get back to going. I didn't promise y'all that I would come on and go live all the time. I did promise though, not even promise. I made a commitment to myself that to not sabotage myself this time. Thank you very much, Just Bridget. Thank you all. I appreciate all of y'all for the encouragement through everything that I'm going through. I really, really do appreciate that. Like, and I know in the comments, like sometimes the comments are a whole lot, and so I pick certain videos where I interact back with everybody and everything. But I read all of the comments, and y'all really be making me smile and making me laugh and everything like that. Is just and two, I want you all to know that um through it, after I done posted, I literally done got it out of my system. I feel different once I got it out of my system. And I'm not necessarily still in that place or whatever, but I'm sharing my journey of basically documenting my journey of what's going on with me, what's happening with me, because like in life it's like it get hard to tell people all of the stuff. Thank you so much, Sheree. And I think I Shira, I know you ain't new over here. You done been here a couple of times. Thank you very much. um, I'm sharing and documenting the journey of what I'm going through because there's so many things that I've been going through in my life. I've been telling y'all it's like 1 minute it's like my channel is like a garden channel. The next minute this girl going through cancer over here. The next minute she done been essayed in her life. uh the next minute she over here going through PTSD. It's like so many things, and that's why I say it's like I can't um pinpoint one thing on my channel, and that's why it's called Life with Tashanna, because um life really be happening, and it is truly like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get from one day to the next one. And so what I do is I just roll with it. I just roll with it, life, and then I come through and share what it is that I'm going through with you all. And so yeah, life. Lord, we thank you for another day. We thank you for your love. We thank you for things we as people take for granted. Ooh, Enoch. Ooh. We thank you for grace and mercy. Absolutely. Enoch, I just I literally made a video the other day that I cooked dinner for my family, and it was like something on the inside of me was just like I was so elated and so happy. I almost felt crazy. Like, who is this excited because they cook for their family? And I just had to stop and think. And it's like, I'm so grateful um, for the small things. Because, you know, sometimes you get up, sometimes you can't get up in my situation. Um, just grateful. um, you are the garden, flourishing and growing. Whew, sometimes, Sheree, I sure don't feel like. Sometimes, let me tell you something. That's something else. That some days, because I tell you all that I connect my garden to my real life. Here I am being vulnerable once again. Sometimes I don't think it's that I can't make it to my garden, even though my legs feel the way that they feel. It's like I feel like I don't have the energy to do it, right? In all honesty, sometimes I'm scared to go to the garden because I have connected my life to that. Um, so it's like I feel like I needed to speak that out loud so that I can do something different. And I think sometimes when I look at my garden, I look at the things that I deal with every day, because the garden does not look anything like it used to. Not at all. Um, and you all know in gardening, and I'm saying to you all, but I'm literally speaking to myself right now. In the garden, there are seasons for everything. But because sometimes out in the garden, even though certain things have a season, I've been able to keep things for like 2 and 3 years that's supposed to have a season. They die out and then they come back. They You have to replant them and come back. And so for me, the things that are in the garden that are dying out, like my collard greens, a lot of people don't see my greens and they like, wow, you have beautiful greens. It's no longer beautiful anymore. But those things that have seasons to them is kind of like heartbreaking for me when I go out there, because it was so beautiful before, and it's like now it's like everything's gone. But in reality, everything is not gone. It's like my garden is bigger than my mind wraps around it and say that it is, because I have multiple lot. I can't even. I have never counted them together, but I have like 8 mango trees all by itself. I have banana trees, but like for whatever reason, it's like my mind is focused on that one area. And if you saw like my other trees and everything like that, everything is still very beautiful. And while we on the garden, some other things changed. Like all of my a lot of my chickens are we have them no longer. Um, yeah, we don't have those chickens any longer. Um, we have chickens, but we don't have the ones that I used to share with you all a lot. But um, we we taking our lives, but God orders our steps. Just Bridget, that's what I try to do all the time. I can't tell you that I'm perfect with it, that I do it all the time. But as I remember, I always, at the beginning of this video, I started this video, as I always say, um, I always want to give God the opportunity to use me in whatever situation that it's in. And so sometimes when I come on here and talk to y'all, sometimes I jump on the screen, but I like to pray about it before I come on here. And that still does not make me a perfect person. I cuss sometimes. I do things wrong sometimes. I have to apologize sometimes. I'm not a perfect person. But to me, it's like uh, no matter what I'm going through, it feels absolutely amazing to be used by God in any situation. And so I always want to invite Him in. So I always do. I always try and make sure and do that. Point blank. Period. So I like for Him to order my steps. We owed a debt we couldn't pay, and He paid a debt that He didn't owe. Woo, woo, facts. So we thank you for loving us. Um, so we thank you for loving us. Invite, invite of all our, in spite of all our flaws. Amen to that. Thank you for being who you are, Father God, and we love you wholeheartedly. I pray this is the that I pray this in the unwatchable name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Amen. Hey, Selena. Hey, Selena with the dating show over there. Hey, lady, I've been praying for you. And I thank you so much for that, too, Selena. I really do. I really appreciate that. Um, Selena saying hello to everyone. Absolutely, praise God. Double tap the screen. Yes, y'all. I don't ask people to hit the like button or whatever because you like what you like. But I also know that sometimes when I go to people's channels, anybody that I watch and stuff, I always try to like their stuff. But sometimes I'm in there and I absolutely love the people that I go and watch, and sometimes I still forget to hit the like button. So for those of y'all that forgot to, please hit the like button for me and thank you. Um, and when I do forget, I have to go right back, go down, go right on back, and go back to the video just to just to go and hit the like button. So, I do know that sometimes people forget that. So thank you for reminding us, Selena. Um, yeah, y'all go over and support Selena. She has a dating show. You go up there, and most of all, go over there and have some fun. Just participate. Help it grow and everything. Ask questions and stuff like that. Right there, y'all go over there and support her. But I feel like I came on here feeling heaviness that I didn't know that I really had. I felt like I was gonna be able to talk to y'all because the last thing I wanted to do is show y'all any tears or whatever. I'll be wanting to be the strong one and not um, shed any tears, but sometimes I need to eat my own words. Tears. You know, tears help to wash away some things, and so as always, I thank you so much, Enoch, for the prayers that I know that's coming straight from the press. I thank you very much for always being that person that come in and pray over the chat. You and RJ all the time, faithfully. Um, you know, Prayers that all we all can use. I'm thankful, very, very thankful. I thank God for you, and may God bless you tenfold. And everybody that's under the sound of my voice, may He bless you all tenfold for the prayers and everything that you sent up for me. Um, you know, God bless y'all. But I feel like thank you so much, Selena. Thank you very much. Um, I feel like I come. A lot of people say like I'm helping so many people, and that may be true with the shorts and stuff that I do. But when I come on here and go live, I actually feel like there's such a balance. Like, hey, chef, hey, thank you very much. I come on here and I feel like sometimes the weight be so heavy, and then there's like this balance of, and I think to myself, thank you so much for the flower, that all that people saying that I'm doing for them, I feel like when I come and go live, it's like it be pour like it's poured back into myself. And I say that because thank you so much for giving me my flowers. um I feel like a different person when I once I get off of here. No longer feeling that the heaviness of what I felt when I first came on. Um, and I thank y'all for that. I really do. I appreciate that. Y'all support Chef. She cooks and roast. If you know how to put your channel in the chat, uh, she cooks and roasts. Go ahead and put it there. She definitely give me some laughs on some days when I need them. So and she be going through her journeys and stuff over there. She surprises me sometimes when I go over there, and she's in her real talk. I love those moments. And I keep saying to you all that I'm going to get my laptop. I've actually charged my laptop. I got a brand new laptop that I don't hardly ever use. And I'm gonna start back going live on my laptop, so that I can have people up and talk to people instead of me looking at myself on the screen, feeling like I'm talking to myself for a lot of the times, because I don't know get how to invite somebody up by just using YouTube. I don't know how to do that, and I can admit to that. I'm not tech savvy and everything. So, and shoot, as long as I've been away from the laptop, I probably don't even remember how to do it through there. But anyways, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna just have to put this phone down and start doing it another way, or whatever. So we'll see. Yes, I would join you. Oh, I would love that. Come up and have some conversations. Like, yeah, I really would. I love talking to people. It's just, I would got a lot of love for no devices and stuff like that. Yeah, and sometimes I try not, like Selena be going live all the time. She be like, dropping the link and stuff. I'll join somebody's link too and talk to them. I will, but sometimes I just be feeling like, girl, don't you go up there because you talk too much. You will talk too much. So and nobody is not a feeling that nobody gave me or anything. Uh, Sometimes I just feel like I talk too much. Yeah, and I can. I definitely can. We'll be going on and on and on. But anyways, we gonna get to that. I'm gonna work that out. I definitely am. Corinne, that is my handle name. No, I enjoy you. But Selena, I know you do, but I'm telling you, that's me. That's me. That's not It's not anything to do with you. I always feel like you're so welcoming and everything, to go up there. Selena be having Selena's couch. You can come over there and talk about anything that you want to talk about or whatever. I always feel like you're very welcoming and very nice. Anytime I'm over there, but I just don't. Sometimes too, I don't want to switch up. I want to have different conversations. Like right now, I don't even want to be talking about when I come on here. I always be wishing it'll just go back to, maybe I'm wishing on the wrong thing. I'm always wishing it'll go back to like the chats, the talks we used to have uh, before all of this stuff came about. When I just used to come live and it just used to be random, like we was on a phone conversation. But anyways, I guess in God's time we'll get back to those kinds of talks, because God knows this ain't the conversation that I be wanting to have all the time. But it's what's happening in my life. And this is Life with Tashanna over here, where life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. But I thank you all for being here, and I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. And just remember to always keep growing. Um, Even though I feel like I'm not growing out in the garden right now, and I actually am, make sure you're growing on the inside and on the outside at all times. And we are known as the high class gardeners over here. And why we high class? Because we ain't playing around with no bugs, no snakes, no worms, and no frogs. None of that stuff. We got a couple of people who will play around with some of those things, but we need them so they can weed out that other stuff. But anyways, y'all high class gardeners, make sure y'all continue to grow in whatever situation that you in. It is possible to grow. And sometimes you may have to say that back to me, because sometimes I have a feeling of like, how can I be growing in these situations that I'm in? And I actually am growing. Even though sometimes what you going and growing through, it don't feel like it. But I actually do know that I am, if I can step outside of what it is what is going on in my life right then. and just look at it as, you know, I know I'm growing. So you all have an amazing night. I wish to you tenfold what you wish for us. Amen. I accept it. I accept it. Y'all have a beautiful night. I will see y'all the next time. And thank you all for the gifts and everything. Y'all have an amazing, amazing night.